right, guys, welcome back to the first. Not welcome back, but welcome back to the channel. But this is the first installment of the football wrap up, where in which we are going to try our best to cover almost every single thing in Europe. But we are going to start with the Premier League. So because we have watched a load of games over the week, we are going to try and go through them and give our takes on them and most of the big talking points, and also start with the news as well from the clubs. All right. So as soon as they come in, make sure to smash that like button, leave your thoughts in the comment section. Let we know what we should add. Let we know what we should take away. Obviously, I've started on my own. Obviously, more personnels will join along the way. So look out for that. They will come in and give their takes on the team. If you are interested to join the panel, what you could do, you could always link us via the Instagram or the Twitter, and we will send you the link and you can join the conversation. So thanks everyone for being here. So we saw that DNA News already checking in. We have Sean Base already checking in. Massive respect. Thanks very much for being here. Yes, man. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go straight into the discussion tab to see what others said on on the matches, because we have said our piece on the matches, and I've realized that we are even more accurate than what we first thought. Alan is dominating the news. Obviously, people thought that people, as I said, the rumors was out there saying that he's not going to do much, and he started off with a bang, scoring 2 goals. But we're going to get into that. Manchester United lost to Brighton, which we said it was possible due to the fact that we have a new coach coming in. You have played dead wood at the team, and that you want to move out, and obviously, it's a long process. So all of those things put together made the Premier League a very, very big start. Very, very much big start. All right, so we start with Manchester United here. As you can see here, Diego Dalat says Manchester United lack aggression in defeat to Brighton. All right, let me know if you saw something similar to that when you were actually watching that match, if you actually watched that match. Then in the next article in the Guardian, it stated that it will not come overnight. Eric Ten Hag and Manchester United's opener. All right, yes. And then this is the main shocker of the day. Bologna set Anatovic price tag amid Man United's interest. All right, so this is one of the biggest news out there now. So after the loss, Manchester United trying to acquire Anatovic. Let me know if you think that is a good deal or you think that is not a good deal. Because for me, it's tough. It's tough to call it right out, because Manchester United, they do have players. I just don't know if it's the settings of the player, of the coach not working for the players, and he needs more time to get his specific players them in. I don't know what is the cause, making some of the forward players them look so poor. Marcus Rashford, he was definitely bad today. Christian Eriksen showcased some good little touches here and there. Sancho had an okay game. McTominay, Fred, poor in it. The back line, I wouldn't say the back line was bad. I thought that Leandro Martinez was okay. Harry Maguire, yeah, let me leave it at there. De Gea had a poor score as well. Luke Shaw had a good score as well. Dalat himself never had the best game, just the same. Yes, so it's tough. It's tough. And when you look at the bench, you saw that Tyrell Malacia on the bench, which is a good personnel. It's a very good personnel to have, to be honest. Yes. So he does have pieces, but is this enough for him? And based on the fact it can't be, because he's trying to go there to get Anatovic. He's getting older. He's getting older. Let me maximize this to see if we can get the story as big as possible so you can see it for yourself. He's getting older. So the fact that he's getting older and they want to go there and get him nonetheless showcase that United might not be in the best position right now? Let me know, guys. What say you on this situation? I'm going to go through it, but we are going to just chop up the comment section first. So we have Shavan Peart in a building. Big up. Thanks for being here. Anatovic was at one point at West Ham. Yes. It's a shocking news, man. Conrad, big up JD, the mad WeMaxit King. Well, tell you what, I've started off with a bang because almost everything that I've talked about seems to be the one on point. Yes, Anata, yes. He's the same one, man. Bless up, Shavan. Good game today. I still believe that we just have kept Sterling over Grealish. Yes, I agreed with it today. I said the same. I thought that Sterling should, but the reason why I thought that they never sold him back over Sterling, I truly believe that is it's because he just came there. So if you're gonna resell him back instant, I think his market value would have dropped deep big time. In my opinion, so that is the biggest problem. But I clearly saw what you're saying, and I do agree that Sterling, it looks like City still missed a forward player. You understand me? So Sterling would be needed at this point. You get me? Yes, I saw it today when I looked at Grealish style of play. Obviously, when I heard Pep spoke after, I've realized that maybe that's what Pep wants. But I really don't like the two wingers them doing the same exact thing. I want one to be doing the opposite or mix up the thing as best as possible, in my opinion. You understand me? Yeah, mix up the thing because at one time Foden he was trying to dribble, but Grealish trying to dribble the same. He should just put the cross in earlier, put it on the byline, whip it in. You understand me? But do something different. Don't do the exact same thing, or else it's not going to turn out well. It's not going to turn out well for the team because you can close the team in, and then teams that like to play counters can easily well get off on you, and that's what West Ham did today. West Ham have good chances, even though City completely dominated the game. West Ham could have actually drawn the game 2-2. West Ham could have actually drawn the game 2-2, just the same. So with the domination that City had, it should have easily well be 6-0. You understand me? That's the type of domination that City had in the game. So, but it's the first game of the season, so you can't really rush that. But let me keep on this Anatovic news. Bologna have set a price tag of £50 million for Marco Anatovic amid Manchester United's interest in the forward. 90 minutes understands as exemplified on Sunday with Christian Eriksen starting up top as a false nine. United are in dire need of some new forward options this summer. 90 minutes understands that one striker whom Man United have open talks over is former West Ham man Anatovic. The 33-year-old impressed last season in Syria, scoring 14 goals for the Rosso Blue as the club finished 13th in the league. So Cristiano Ronaldo, he wants to leave. You have my boy just left as well. None of the younger ones them firing. So maybe Ten Hag just trying to look something to stop the gap at this point. Just to stop the gap at this point. That's what I thought Ten Hag looking at. So if you think he's good enough to stop the gap, let me know. Because I think he would be better than Christian Eriksen playing up front. Yes, I think he would be better than Christian Eriksen playing up front, in my opinion. I think he would be better. I have arrived. All right. Thanks very much, Nick Brown, for being here. All right. Massive respect. Chelsea, the only team to only score one goal on opening day. Well, it is what it is. You have teams that never scored any. Everton, Chelsea played against, never scored any. You can't talk like that, like you're trying to say the other teams are no teams. Chelsea scored one and won the game. Liverpool scored two and draw the game. Which one you would have rather? I am sure that you would have rather the 3 points than the actual 1 point. All right, so you have to look at it different ways. All right, they have stated that they went in first for him, and Bologna has stated that they are not going to take that less money for him. So it's it's okay. I think it's okay to go in for him, for on a temporary basis until they can get everything sorted out or get the players up to speed. Yes, in my opinion, that's what I think. So I don't think it's the worst thing. I don't think it's the worst thing. All right, so let me go on the Alan one because all right, Guardiola. They stated there Guardiola compares Haaland hunger to Messi after Premier League debut double. All right, and then you have right here you had Gary Neville, Roy Keane, Michael Owen, and Pep himself talked about Haaland today, and based on what they're saying, they're trying to say it's going to be even worse. Roy Keane saying if he stays fit, if he stays fit, it's 30 to 40 goals he will score in this season. So when I was actually talking about 25, if you have some of the best footballers, at least ex-footballers, telling you that he might score way more than that, I guess I was pretty much off by literally 50 more goals. Yes, man. They're saying that the amount of service he's going to get in Manchester City's team, it's very tough for we to be out here saying that he's not going to do incredible, good. And anybody that thought that he wouldn't do good, would be a madman. That's all. Gary Neville and Roy Keane, literally spoke on Alan because they're saying the kid is just special, man. The kid is special. He did it numerous locations, and when he was actually in numerous locations, he still came in England and did the same thing to England's best teams. So why people thought he wouldn't be successful? So they're saying the same thing as how I came off. Like why people thought that he wouldn't be successful. So I would love to hear from some of you guys why you thought that he wouldn't be successful. Like what you saw in his game for you to say he would be successful. For me, the only thing that was more troublesome is the way our city plays with the fluid system. If he would have interchanged with personnels, he never interchanged so much, but what they did, they part the way for him to drop in between the central attacking midfielder zone to the striker zone. So at the end of the day, he's still moving and other personnel's changing around him. You understand me? He's a pure nine, and City want to be effective in that way this season to have a pure nine. So everything I've said in the actual watch along, I've heard Gary Neville and those individuals saying the same exact thing as what I've said. So clearly, I don't know. I don't know where people come up with this belief to think that Alan will not do good. I think if Alan don't even do good, he could still end up with 20 goals in all competition. Not doing good, he will end up with 20 goals in our competition. That's how much chances Manchester City creates overall. You understand me? And he's a pure finisher. To be honest, he's a pure finisher. Remember, the guy just came in, and I said to you that the way he got in between Matip and Van Dijk and out muscle personnels, it's going to be very hard for you to stop him. He's going to score goals just based on his size. You understand me? So if he's gonna score goal based on his size and based on the amount of chances he gets, what about what he can actually score for himself out of his natural ability? That in itself push him easy well over 20 plus goals. Easy well over 20 plus goals. So them saying 30 and 40 goals, I don't think it's impossible. If he plays that many games, he's got and he stays fit, goals are just going to come. Believe me. The only thing can stop him is me injury or Pep Guardiola take him off the field very early. He's a true talent, man. True talent. Um, So Chevron said, persons are just saying he wouldn't be successful because he didn't sign for their team. Yes, maybe that's the case, or maybe people trying to just sell that narrative because maybe it's a narrative that will garner more, more attention on themselves. But I don't think Alan would ever be a flop. I think this is one of the most sure signing maybe in the last 5 6 years in the Premier League. A player that you bought. If you can think of one more player that came in and you expected them to just do well. Not even Salah came into this league and you expected him to do well. Salah came into this league off a very good season. Yes, that's off a very good season, but no one expected him to do well. Kevin De Bruyne, same thing. When he came here, no one expected him to do well. You get me? You don't have transfers that when you come in, people expect you to just do well. Alan is one of those personnels that came in and you expect him to do well. You expect him to get over 20 goals naturally. And I think he's going to do the same. He's going to do the same. He's a natural goal scorer, in my opinion, and he will get goals, man. So this was just a sure bet. Not even Darwin Nunes expects to score 25 goals. No. And he cost a lot, don't he? Cost a lot. So the kid is special, man. Don't make the age of maybe not Manchester City or Pep Guardiola skew your footballing knowledge. But this kid, the only thing can stop him not scoring 20 plus goals is injury. That's it. Injury. Nothing else. Injury. He's gonna score a rotted amount of goals and embarrass all of those personnels that made those takes. He's big time, man. He's big time. So let me go through the article here. It stated that Pep Guardiola, Erling Haaland appeared to be disappointed to score just twice on the Premier League debut, leading Guardiola to praise his desire for more, because that's exactly what he said when he came on. He said he could have scored four. I should have scored four. He never said he could have. He should have scored four because the opportunities that we talked about live. So that's how he talks, and I love that style about him because he's not settling for the two. He said he should have scored four. And I do agree, and Island Card, we have to big up Island Card because Island Card said the same as well. Pep Guardiola said Erling Haaland's hunger for goals reminded him of his time working with Lionel Messi after the Norwegian opened his Manchester City account. Pre-season arrival, Haaland scored both goals in City's 2-0 victory at West Ham on Sunday as the Premier League champions got their 2022-2023 campaign off to a flying start. All right. However, in a post-match interview with Sky Sports, Haaland intimated he was unhappy not to have scored a hat-trick as he did on his debut for previous club Borussia Dortmund against Augsburg in January 2020. And he actually cursed a bad word as well in the English language because he never expected it's a bad word because maybe he's thinking in his own language and stuff. Cool guy, man. Cool guy. Speaking at a media conference after the victory over the Hammers, Guardiola praised his new striker's desire and compared him to Barcelona's legend Lionel Messi, saying, "That's good. I like it. I was fortunate as manager to be with Messi, and when he scored two, he wanted three, and when scored three, he wants four. Well, stop bench the guy then. Don't take him off the field. Keep him on the field. If you know that's his desire, then all right. The top goal scorer are never satisfied. They always hungry and starving and want more. Alan came in for some criticism after missing a number of chances in City's 3-1 Community Shield defeat to Liverpool last week, and Guardiola was impressed by his response on Sunday. All right, so that's nice to see. That's nice to see that Guardiola giving him all the praises in the world, guys. All right, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna make sure we chop it up. Remember this video is going 2 hours regardless, you know. So I don't care who want to join. Whenever they join, it's still gonna go 2 hours. All right. Yes. So let me go through the games. All right. Let me go through the games from week 1. All right. So let me go through the games. So this is the Arsenal game, guys. We are gonna pull it up right here to make sure we can give you the players them. All right, let me get this up and running. Sorry about that because sometimes the setup is a little bit different. All right, so we can get the players them. All right, that's good. All right, so Arsenal won 2-0 over Crystal Palace. All right. Yes. Based on the overall play, you have a good amount of players for Arsenal that looks good. Remember, this is just the what I would say, this is just the first game, so it's hard for you to just jump on and say guys will be flopping and stuff. You know, it's just the first game, so you have to look out and see who you thought that got off with a fast start, and look at where others are at this point, and then you put everything together and decide if you think a team will actually get together within 5 or so game, because that's how you really and truly work the first period of the Premier League every single year. That's how you work it. So you have a few players in Arsenal team that looks pretty sharp. So you can say that Arsenal did have a good preseason based on the performance of some of their players. Gabriel, as I can see here, he had a 7.2. He was decent. Let me see if I can maximize this, so at least you can get it, and then we can go to the next one. 1 second. All right, this should be big enough for you. Let me know, guys. All right, we can't maximize it too much because it's not. All right, let me see if I can maximize it more. All right, so this is big enough. All right, so but it's still not showing. Oh, all right, so we can't do it like that, guys, because it's not showing everything. So let me keep it like this. One. All right, this should be okay. Okay, this should be okay. That's showing all of the personnels. So Party, they said had a great game. Shaka had a good game as well. But surprisingly, Saliba, which I thought was impressive on the night, he had just a 7.5. Party and Shaka has had more than him. Martinelli had more than him. Martinelli had a 7.8, and Zinchenko on this app, Footmap, is actually the man of the match. Let me know if you thought the same. I thought the same instant after watching the game. That Zinchenko was the best player in the field. You understand me? And that showcase the quality. You know, you make some detour to go to Arsenal from Manchester City because you want to ensure that you get game time. And you just came out and you got the man of the match performance. So that's good, man, and it only can make it more better for Arsenal to settle faster and improve Arsenal overall, in my opinion. Saliba, definitely a good player. Ramsdale, I thought that he made a point blank save. If he never made that save, it would have been a complete different game, because what Crystal Palace, based on their performance, what they were trying to rely on is just to get one goal, and then they can sit back and then use their strength, which is just to go through Zaha and the counter, and then you have to open up because you're trying to advance to get a goal back to get into the game. Yes, so they never had that. They had that chance, but they just never took their chance. And believe me, came back to aunt them. You get me? Because it made it a little bit easier for Arsenal. Arsenal could have sit back, nullified Zaha to some extent, then pounce and the break in numbers. So I like what Arsenal had to offer on the night, and we have to just be grateful, you know, that Arsenal is actually around and they're a good team. Based on my assessment, you know, maybe they can rival for the second, third, or fourth spot. Maybe second might be a little bit of stretch, but the third and fourth spot, it might be up for grabs. But let's see still. Let's see if they can get at least 4 or 5 wins on the bounce. and then we can start talking about them being up there. Yes. But Pep hasn't had the best track record with nines, other than Robert Lewandowski. Okay, well, that's one. So how much nines that he had before? WeMaxit Football, based on the Man City team that they have, if the nine keeps improving when he play, they going to need a defender with a bolt speed and Antonio strength to stop him. Yes, man, yeah, 100%. That's what I've said. That's what I've said before. I truly believe that he's a top tier talent. And based on the amount of chances creating for him, it's just going to be from strength to strength for him. You know. Yes. So it's true, man. Culture. Not even a question about it. Yeah. So this is a good win for Arsenal. Zinchenko, Saliba, White, Ben White, Party, Shaka, Martinelli, Saka to some extent, even though his first half was very poor. You know, he still came back and had a deflected goal. Yes, so at the end of the day, that's still good enough to build his confidence. And Jesus, good movements as usual, which you expect that. Jesus might have the most movements in the Premier League period. Yes, Jesus might be the most. When it comes down to reading football game, he's up there with the most elite personnels in world football. I think that is his best attribute, is his movement. Yes, yeah, man. You talk about Raheem Sterling getting into box. Jesus move like that every single time he moves on the ball. So Jesus is going to be a very good personnel for Arsenal. Period. You get me? A very good personnel for Arsenal. Period. In my opinion. All right. So that is the Arsenal game. So we move over to the Liverpool game now. So the Liverpool game, as I can see, their big Micho had 2 goals. Nunes had a goal and a assist. The assist, I don't think he knew much about the assist, but at the end of the day, it was credited to him because it was his foot pass it to Salah at the time. But it was a fast transition. Hopefully, you do get to see that goal, you know. But he got a goal and assist on open day. What that says for Nunes, let me know in the comment section. What say you about Nunes? I thought that his late runs is very good. I like him. I like him. Personnel ask me if he's better than Mane. Mane can't compare with him. Mane is a different player. Mane is a wing forward. All right, an inside forward, and a winger. Not necessarily so much of a striker, even though you would say, oh, but he's playing striker for Bayern Munich. He's playing 2 up top. But he's a supporting striker mainly, if not a winger. Nunes is a natural number 9, and he has energy to burn. You know, believe me, he offers something different than Firmino, different from everyone else. I think he actually makes Liverpool massively better. Yes, I do believe so. I think he makes Liverpool massively better. Not small amount here, massively better. He's going to add a lot to the table, and you believe me, he's going to do well this season as well. Even better than what I first looked at him as. I think he's going to exceed that because he's a better player, and Liverpool's system will give him as much chance to be the best version of himself. So definitely, keep an eye on Nunes. He's gonna do very well. But Liverpool could have only mustered a draw. And right here, they stated that Matip got a 7.4 and Van Dijk got a 7. Wow. And then Robertson had a 6.5, Arnold had a 7.2. I don't know what they're using to rate them, because I thought that Van Dijk and Matip was not good on the night. Becker was not good on the night. Arnold was not good on the night, or on the day, I should say. Henderson was okay. These much more decent than most. Diaz was not good. Firmino was not good. I would agree with that. Salah was okay. But I thought that their rating was way too high for the Liverpool players then, because I thought that Bobby Reid was better than almost every one of them. And when you look at it right now, Bobby Reid on a 7.2, Yes, so I don't know what they're using to mark this. Damn. Wow. I guess Liverpool's players them start from a higher rating, like the star players them. And Arnold, Van Dijk start from a higher rating. Van Dijk was poor in the game, man. Poor man. Matip was poor as well. All three in the center was poor. Becker, Matip, and Van Dijk was poor. I thought that they made the game even more difficult for Liverpool, and they have to improve in the next game. Big time, Yes, but at the end of the day, they still rally back to get a salvage a point. But that is already a setback, in my opinion, for Liverpool, because remember, this is always a very very close tie between them and Manchester City. You understand me? So every time you drop a point, it might not turn out good for you. All right, so you have to be very much careful. All right. Nalstra, JD, 2 goals. Prince Base. Big up, big up, big up, big up. They're not gonna give me my respect, Warren. They're gonna act like I never said it. I never bet on it as well. But leave them alone. Leave them alone. Let me continue. Yeah, so that's a point for Liverpool. I think Liverpool will bounce back within the next 5 games. I'm not going to say they're gonna bounce back instant the next game. No, I don't think so. It's going to be tough because the Premier League is not a walkover, guys. If they don't get something right, believe me, the next team, will exploit those weaknesses instant, So you have to try and get it right after a time. So I am not sure if Liverpool will get it right immediately next time. So if you're a Liverpool fan, let me know if you think Liverpool will get it right immediately after this. On the flip side, Fulham, um they knew their limitations, and they worked on it, and they did great. That's all I can say about them. They knew that they couldn't go toe to toe with Liverpool. They had to just play in the pockets, and in which they did a very good job. Yes. So credit to them there. Credit to them there. Mitchell got off with a good start with 2 goals. Normally, he struggles to score in the Premier League. So the fact that he came off with 2, and he has more experience. Maybe this is a plus point for him. Pahira, never the best game for him. As I said, Bobby Reed and Kebano, 2 of them worked their socks off. Reed inside the middle worked off well. Tim Ream, the American, looked good. Robinson looked okay. Yes, so they have a good core to work on. If they can sit back and pick teams off, or know when to advance, I think they're going to get better. The peering inside, the inside. I thought that sometimes they open the space too wide for Liverpool to get easier chances. So maybe they have to work on that to improve. But I saw that they might be one of the dark horses them to stay up. Maybe. Christian Eriksen is a central forward. No, 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 no. But he plays as a false nine today. He just played as a false nine. So it's nothing bad. Remember, attacking midfielders can play as a false nine. Firmino plays as a false nine, and he's an attacking midfielder and a central forward. Yes, but most people never even knew that. You know. Yes, so it's just a place to support the wingers to run off you. You understand me? And Ericsson is intelligent enough to get that job done. You get me? To get that job done. So it's not impossible. But obviously, if you can have a striker that can fit in the central forward role, now you have 3 threats that rather than 2. Because Ericsson, majority of the time, he will look to set up and avoid, apply, or help you with late runs. That's all I can say on that side. Big up, Sean Bass and Warren. Liverpool must continue this. No, 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 no. I was just asking. Mitrovic can produce at this level. He's a key. He's key for Fulham to staying up. All right. Fulham Paulino is a real talent. Oh, Man United didn't see this player. Well, sometimes remember when they do change managers and managers, every manager have a different plan. You can be a key player for one manager, but not for the other. So you have to just be careful. You get me? Yeah. It is what it is, man. But Fulham, it's not impossible for Fulham to stay up because it's going to be a tough, long road for a lot of teams. And as what I've said, this team that I'm going to talk about, with everyone praise, I don't think they're that high. Yes, Lerma and Moore scored in the second minute and also the 80th minute for Bournemouth to win 2-0 over Aston Villa. I'm not so sold on Aston Villa, bro. I know why most people talk highly of Aston Villa, but um, based on what I saw, there's a lot of things Aston Villa has to work on in order to get up to the real level that they need to be. All right? Yes, it's a lot of things they need to work on. Guys, we're 35 minutes in. Get the likes up on the video if you just come in to share and subscribe because that's how you get the visibility on the content. All right? Yes. And make sure to resubscribe or subscribe if you are new. All right, yeah, man. So here, as you can see, they are giving a rating for the players. Them. All right. See, look at this now. Sometimes they give a persons higher rating, and sometimes they give others really low rating. Because right here they gave Leon Bailey 6.2. And Ing 6 on the night. Wow. All right. So when we had Leon Bailey getting closer scores to Coutinho, they dropped 6 off Leon Bailey, which is exactly where I gave Leon Bailey the last time, guys. That's exactly what I gave Leon Bailey the last time, Yes, around a 6.2 to 6.5. That's what I said in the last video. Yes, and that's what they gave him there. And Coutinho retained the 6.8, Ramsey 7.0, Kamara 6.8. So a lot of work needs to be done on the Aston Villa team. A lot of work need to be done on the Aston Villa team. A lot of work. So I don't know if they're gonna get all of that work finished in time for them to stabilize the ship early, because out of their next 4 games, they might not win 3 out of the next 4. You understand me? And that in itself is a setback already to be in the top 10 surety. So yeah, we have to be careful how we analyze it. On the flip side, Bournemouth, this is a good start for them. They have Manchester City next. Let's see what they can do there. Solanke in the squad. Let's see. I would love for them to keep our Jamaican brother, but maybe they're gonna move on from him. So let's see. Yeah. To me, Christian Eriksen played better. Of other CR7 entered the field. Just saying. Okay, okay. All right, all right. Well, no problem. That's good. Just keep an eye on it and let me know. To me, Christian Eriksen played better after CR7 entered the field. Just saying. Well, that is it. That is it. True culture. Remember, it's the first start. So you have to look at a lot of things and break down a lot of things, and that's the exact thing Ten Hag doing, because he needs to fix his problem. Obviously, Brighton is a tough team, but he doesn't want to be going out there losing to Brighton. His target is to get closer to Liverpool and Manchester City. So you can't be out here losing to Brighton. You understand me? And that's what he's looking at. You get me? Yes. So for me, Bournemouth, this is a good win. This is what Bournemouth need to do: beat the teams in and around them, or get draws in and around them. Because you have a lot of teams that might be a little bit above them, and you have a lot in and around them. So make sure you beat those teams in and around you, and then try and get some draws in and like me, like Aston Villa, that people ranked to finish 10th and those amount. Make sure you get at least a draw from them, and then you're out of the relegation zone. But I am not sure if the size of their squad can pull it off. You get me? Yes, but let's see still. Let's see. And then you have the Leeds now. This is the Leeds one. Leeds won this one 2-1. Nori own goal gave them the extra edge. Prudence scored in the 6th minute, but 2 goals. Rodrigo and Nori got the 2 goals to get over Wolverhampton. And remember, most people says not most Africans said that Wolves will be poorer this season because they have actually sold a lot of pieces, so they might not recover in time, and he's in fear of them being relegated. Based on what I saw from them, it's not because it's not saying they can't get relegated, but I think they are not the worst team. They are not the worst team. So they will still be in the league, not because they are seriously good, but they are organized and they are not the worst team. So maybe that's what will keep them in the league. Leeds on the opposite end, they are still giving up opportunities by the buckets. They are still doing that by the buckets. Bucket, I should say. So I think it's going to be that's a tough one um, for um, for them to get over the line. It's going to be a very, very tough one for them to get over the line. You get me? A very, very tough one. All right. So we have Jamal Low injured. No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm still trying to get information on it. JD Villa was the better team, just could not score. Why, Warren? If you can't score, I tend to believe that if no, Warren, no. Bournemouth created the only clear-cut chance, which they actually missed that and scored 2 more. So we can't say Villa was better than Bournemouth. No, they weren't better than them, Warren. They might pass the ball around a little bit better, yeah, but they weren't better than them. Africans Wolves is okay. JD, the league just start, so yes, yes, yes. I understand. But we have to go through everything. We have to go through everything. DNA just a check in. 41 minutes in. We might close off on the actual 1 hour mark, and don't go 2 hours. Can't broke the people in bad, Yeah. So you see Gibbs White 6 point there. Neves the dunker inside midfield. Prudence 7.7 as well. So a lot of them got some high scores. But what you're gonna tell me now? They are actually playing better than the next team. No, no, I think it was just a open game of football. They had their chances, and Leeds had their chances as well. And Leeds deserve to win it, to be honest. Boy, okay, okay, okay. No problem, no problem. That's good. That's good. That's good. Um, so guys, I'm gonna only go a hour on this one. Next week I will catch up back with you guys on after the hour mark. All right? Yes, man. So the next ones, guys, Nottingham Forest lost to Newcastle. I thought that Newcastle was one of the better performing teams. Like the way they shut out Nottingham Forest and exploit, no, and impose themselves on them. I think that Newcastle showed the best dominant performance overall. I truly believe that. Aside from Manchester City today, based on the quality of the team, or they shut down West Ham, I want to say that Newcastle might edge it. So my two best performers would be Newcastle and Manchester City, and close behind that would be Tottenham, because Tottenham won comfortable over Southampton, but they still had serious amount of scares, and Southampton was in it much more with the possession based as well. So they were creating things. So that's why I might let Tottenham slip down to the third, but I would give Newcastle's performance first, then Manchester City based on the opposition that they were actually facing. Yes. And JD, me never around to see City match. Oh, them play. Yeah, they played good, man. They played good. They played good. Majority of the players, they were pretty much stand out with their overall quality. They did maximize everything. To be honest, they did maximize everything. 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 So we have to give them credit. Everything. Everything. Almost everybody have 98% passing there, and you had Michael Antonio pushing. I'm surprised that they gave Mikel Antonio 5.8. Mikel Antonio was one of them, the only shining light on the field. There's no way Bowen should get more than Mikel Antonio, but Mikel Antonio was the one drawing everybody through the ranks. All right, yes. So that is just pure flat out bias. You get me? Yes. But City completely dominant in the game. Should have done much more better with the creative side. But I think with time that will actually get even better. You get me? Yes. Grealish, Grealish is okay, but I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. So guys, Chelsea on the next side, they had a goal. They had a goal. Right? They had a goal, and they won the game over Everton team that looked like they are willing to fight, but that's just pretty much it. You get me? Yes, but aside from that, Chelsea will be bringing in a few more players, a few more solid players. So what say you on that, guys? Let me know in the comment section. All right. Yes, Chelsea will be bringing in a few more players. They have linked to a load of players. All right. Yes. So, guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop it here. Thanks, everyone, for coming in. We will try our best to make sure we put in as much information in the next stream. Make sure to hit the like button. We see that we are on 40 minutes and we're on 20 likes. So, make sure you get the likes up on the video. Take care and have a good night. All right. Massive respect. See you in the next one. All right. Peace out.